Well, Recce Pharmaceuticals set to list on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. The dual listing hopes to broaden the institutional and retail investor base across the EU and enable access to additional capital markets. To take us through the deal, we're joined by the company's Chief Executive, James Graham. No, James, good to see you there. Thank you for joining us on the program this morning. Look, why? That's the key question. Dual listing, what will it bring for the company?
Look, our company has long been an Australian stock exchange listed company, developing a portfolio of infectious disease products. Now that we enter two key clinical trials, one with a focus upon sepsis and IV administration in Adelaide, and the other led by Professor Fiona Wooden team with burns study work in Western Australia, we really have two programs that could have major international significance. So to open up those capital markets, have an exposure amongst those patient populations, and interact obviously with the infectious disease crisis that surrounds us at this time is a very appropriate step for the company.
So specifically what this brings, of course, is more capital into the business. So what else are you planning to deploy this money for?
Well, it's a unique scenario in that our business is actually very well funded. Our dual listing, unlike other traditional listings, is not associated with the capital raising. We have some $23 million cash at bank. We have a fixed monthly burn rate of about $160,000 a month, with our variable costs associated with our development activities moving alongside and obviously well budgeted. So opening up that capital pool and really in the beginning to obviously have the market maker, I believe, come and acquire shares from the primary exchange to create a secondary exchange and rebalance over the day, over any trading day, should have a positive trajectory in share price, an increase in trade volume, and open up a kind of a local feel to that significant investor base in Europe.
So if you're an existing shareholder here in Australia, what implications does it have for them?
Well, the implications really is that the little company is growing up. We've got our technology developed to a stage of clinical relevance. That clinical relevance, when you look to major patient populations, may represent extraordinary future value. And it's difficult from little Australia and the desert outpost that we began in Western Australia to be globally relevant. So I would see the access to new capital markets, interaction with the large pharmaceutical companies in Europe that we've in recent times had particularly positive discussions with, and our exposure to obviously the growing importance and recognition of new medicine and the dangers of infectious disease crisis as a whole, only having positive tailwinds for our company in that region over the time ahead.
Probably a good time to go and brush up on some Deutsch there as well.